Mark and I wrote the scene, Mark Kimmery, the co-writer, and I wrote the scene of the car accident, we knew that the majority of the accident was going to be taking place inside the car. And the reason we did that was because we didn't know if we could get a really good location to shoot the scene. So we wanted to make sure that the majority of the accident that went on, we could shoot it fairly low budget. We knew that it was going to be difficult to do, and it was very important that everything was planned just right. We had it storyboarded out. We met and had pre-production meetings and went over it with all of our safety crew, our stunt guys, our actors, our effects team, because so many people were involved in that one scene. Once we scouted the location, Paul Barrett, the producer, and I and our entire team went out to location, and we scouted the actual mountain road where we were going to shoot as much of as we possibly could that night. Knowing that there's no way we could have got it all done that night, we decided that we would split it up. Basically, once we got the sort of the big shots, the wide brushstroke stuff, we would go in, and for the detail stuff, we could do that anywhere. So we decided that we would just set up shooting majority of the scenes in the parking lot outside of where we had built our sets. It was probably something that took us, 3 to 4 days to do that few seconds of footage.
Hey, Lynn, I'm going to put that on the 14-inch monitor. No work to do.
Mike?
Scott, my special effects guy, knew exactly what I was shooting for. He and I talked prior to the production meeting, and I said, like, there's a scene where an owl smashes into a windshield, and I need that moment to be safe. I need it to be dynamic, but also I need it to be because we're actually going to use the real actress in the car. And so he rigged up this amazing air compressed shotgun or owl gun or whatever you want to call it.
It's a steel frame under here with a steel head like this, and then it's filled with lead, and it's mashed to the shape of the top of the head of the owl,
right?
So that we can get more than one take, and it's not going to screw up the owl every time.
All right.
So we're going to go with 40 or 30.
40, yeah, maybe 40. That was pretty. You know what?
40. I think 40
It was the paper tape then.
3, 2, 1.
That's more what you're looking for.
In the past, anytime I've done these kind of car stunts, it's always been me and one other guy, and he's holding the belt strap of my jeans as I lean out a window with the camera in my hand. And it's very deadly and very dangerous, and I did not want that to happen in this case. This was a lot more, well planned out and well thought out.
Dino Muccio is our stunt coordinator. He will be controlling these events. Our first setup of the day is the car starting roughly back there around the trailers, coming around and doing a spin.
Joey's gonna come in about 30, 35, whatever she can get. Start cutting it here. It'll start sliding right there, and hopefully that's the shot.
My name is Jody Penn, and I'm from New York, Manhattan. Hopefully bringing the car around 180, hopefully, and then getting yanked out of the car backwards to make it look like she's flying out, and then she lands on her head, I guess.
Ba, 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 ba. The car is getting ready to spin. Thanks for the car spinning.
All right, guys, here we go. Stand by, Jody, and roll camera. Rolling. And action, Jody. Cut.
Yep, we got it.
I got it?
Yep.
Yep. Action.
Just got spun around in the car on the floor. What are you gonna do now?
I'm gonna go home.
3, 2, 1, go! Go! Go!
I'm not landing on my head. God willing. No.
We're gonna let the dummy do that.
Yeah, we're gonna let the dummy do that.
The Melissa stunt body. This is made specifically for the scenes where she is thrown from the car in the car wreck, and when she falls and lands on her head on the pavement.
Where's your friend?
This is Spongy.
Ready, Connor.
Okay.
Cut. Good guy. Again.
A little higher.
Down again. Connor.
We're ready for you.
This is Nick's stand-in tonight. Brett. Thank you, Brett.
You need a dirt in the eyes. Did you want to hold one over?
I'm gonna go home. My wife's gonna be like, "I thought you were shooting a film. I got mascara all over you." You're like, "Yeah."
In terms of simplifying, I mean, if you had him walk up and then you cut into the card of just her being
Right,
put into the
right,
car,
exactly.
saves you some shoe leather in
Yeah.
between. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like,
Yep.
I didn't know if we had shots in between. Of
Well, we
her
got
being
one.
dragged
We
to-
got a no. We just got a pickup.
Yeah.
You know, where she gets picked up off the pavement.
Yeah.
But we could still do that from this shot if we wanted to.
Yeah.
It's one shot. You know, where
Yeah.
you see, you know, grab, and then her lifted out of frame. You know,
back
and
into
cut.
What?
Dude, I'm soaking wet.
I'm just picking up a dead girl.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over there.